Hey, what's good guys, Budz here, and we're back again with another video to show you guys. So today, I'm going to share this to you. I have here some of the skill on the third job. So actually, the third job, guys, is coming to this game. If ever you don't have any idea on what is the job and what is the skill involved with it, well, here it is. So as you can see in here, I have this site. So if you're going to check this out, we have this mechanic. And then this is going to be the Warlock, and this is the Archbishop, and then this is for the Rune Knight, and then this is for the Ranger, and this is for the Guillotine Cross, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, so let's check some of the skills, guys. As you can see in here, we have a sneak peek or a preview of the some of the skill on the third job. So this is the mechanic, and unfortunately I don't know what is the actual name of this one, since this is not a text, this is a picture, this one, so I cannot translate this one for you. But this picture, guys, this icon is going to be the same if the third job is going to be added in our server. Alright, so first up is this one. I think this is the robot thingy. And learn the driving skill of the magic machine. You can take the magic machine to fight, and then the trolley skill will be released by the magic machine in a new form after riding. Alright, the magic machine has a chance to cause additional damage when it is attacking, so that's great. And then this is the Vulcan Cannon, loaded by the magic machine, fires and bombards the designated area, alright, causing multiple damage to all enemies within the area. So it is a area of effect skill, so that's nice. Medium and small enemies will receive additional damage, so that's great. Additional damage to the medium and small. And then we have this one. Each time a critical strike is dealt, a layer of Savage Fury effect will be added, okay? And then the attack speed will be increased also. And then when the stack reaches the maximum, the physical vampire will be increased, and the vampire effect will be increased according to the lost health. I guess this is the lost health. Okay. And then we have this one. Throw a axe forcefully in the specific direction, causing physical damage to all enemies on the path. So this is area of effect. And then after the axe reaches to the maximum flight distance, it returns to itself and deals the same damage to the enemies on the path again. So, and then this one, set up a thrower on the ground that can throw a lot of gold coins. The thrower throws a gold coin for every 0.5 seconds, up to 24 times. Each target receives 1 damage and consumes 1 time. And it lasts for a maximum of 18 seconds. Each throw will target enemies in the area. The square unit inflict non-attribute physical damage and can set up to 3 throws at the same time. Okay, so I guess this is going to be the same as the Zenestorm. And then the last one is use the cannon equipped with the magic machine to fire in the specific direction, causing fire physical damage to 1 meter range of the first enemy unit that hits. The magic machine's magazine can store a total of 5 cannonballs, and every even number of the cannonballs can be stored in the magazine. 30% base damage, I guess. Alright, so that's enough. So that's it for the mechanic, and we're now going to move to the Warlock. We have this one. The force of fire wrap itself, sprinting towards the target direction and dealing damage to enemies in the sprint path while leaving a hot flame path. The enemies of the path will be burned and lost the percentage of the health per round. So this is going to be great for PvP, I guess, since it is a percentage base damage. And then this is wind element, I guess. Confuses all enemies within the range, creating a lightning storm that moves with the target, causing damage to the target and its surrounding with frequency, or what is this? Read this once, since the icon is on the way. But you now have the idea, it confuses the enemies, so that's great. And then this is a water attack. When the target units that is frozen by itself takes water damage from itself. It will immediately release the freezing and cause water magic damage to the target. And then this one covers a single enemy with a psychic power and has a chance of immobilizing for 3 seconds. So that's great. If the immobilization is successful, the target will receive increased damage from other psychic attribute skill from the caster during the period. If the immobilization fails, the white prison will what is that? Dislocate. And then this one, earth property, I guess, causes the ground within this specific range to vibrate, causing land magic damage and having a chance to turn the target to petrification for 3 seconds. So that's great. You can control your enemy using this petrification. Consume all the currently existing attribute orbs. Each attribute orbs will cause magic damage of the corresponding attribute to the enemy. And if there is no attribute orb, it will cause none. I guess then magic. Okay, now for that, let's move on to Archbishop. So we have this skill as a tree of life, imprint of continuous recovery and damage reduction to all surviving squad members and resurrects all dead squad members. So I guess this is a area of effect skill. And then this one, it emits holy light to conduct all enemies in the surrounding area, slowing it down and causing damage. After a few seconds, the enemy still connected to the holy light in the surrounding area will be a damage against immobilized, I guess. So this can control. I guess so, this can control. And then we have this, the next normal attack will mark the target with a sword of the Holy Spirit and record the normal attack damage cause it within a few seconds. After a few seconds, the Holy Spirit will use the sword to cause a secondary damage to the target based on the recorded, I guess, damage value. Okay, and then this one gives all the members of the team the effect of dominant evil formation. Cannot be superimposed with the shield effect of the skill dominant evil formation. And then this one, summon 2 holy rays of light to surround itself, inflict holy attribute adaptive damage to enemies within 3 meters every second. And then damage dealt to the same target, increase to the damage factor by 5% for I don't know how many seconds. And then lastly, increase divine power within 6 seconds by offering prayers, increase of healing, bonus and immune to negatives status during this period, clear the negative status of self and several additional team members. So this is going to be great. Negative status from boss level monster will not be immune or cleared. And then consume 1 blow gem. Okay, the next one is the Rune Knight. So we have this, when you bind an enemy to the to death, a certain percentage of your lost health will be converted into damage and shared with a bound target. And then this one, stimulate the strength of the sword, create a dark flame sword array to follow yourself, and each time the basic attack hits the enemy, the target's final physical damage reduction and riot resistance attack are, I think, are remove or something like that. Okay, the next one is set up a long spear and perform multiple rapid stab to the front fan shape area, and all targets within the range will be damaged. Each time the enemy receives damage, the next damage received will, I don't know what is this. Actually, I don't have any idea on. I think no, I don't have any idea. So let's move on. Throws a phantom spear. I think this is going to be the same as spear boomerang in the specific direction. Drags the first enemy it encounters in front of you and causes physical damage to it with weapon attribute. Okay, so you can actually have a attribute on this one, and it can only be used when equipped with spear weapons. Okay, and then this one, Let the dragon spew flames, causing fire physical damage to the enemy group. Okay, area of effect within a specific range of 4 minutes. 4 meters. Enemies hit by the breath of dragon with a hellish heat will have a probability of being burned, and the burned unit will lose 2 per second. So that is 2% max HP for 3 seconds. The burning effect does not take on the MVP and mini, okay? And then the next one is let the dragon exhale a cold breath, causing water physical damage to the enemy group within a specific range of 4 meters. The enemy hit by the dragon's breath has a probability of being frozen, and the frozen state lasts 3 seconds. So this is going to be great since you can froze the enemy. Okay, that is for the Rune Knight. And then for the Ranger, this one, arrange the element traps in the designated area. After triggering, the armor attributes of all enemy targets within the trap range will be synchronized with the trap elements. Okay, and then this one, after use, enter a precision shooting state at the cost of reducing the final attack speed of the own percentage, so that each basic attack will launch an additional arrow to the target and increase the damage of each arrow according to the reduction of attack speed. Okay, so that's that. And then high speed rotation and continuous shooting. You're shooting multiple times around the body within a few seconds. This skill can crit each time it damages. And when a critical hit occurs, the recovery of its own physical blood from this critical hit will be increased by several times. And then this one, order the demon wolf to bite the target unit, causing non-attribute physical damage, so the neutral attack to the target, and at the same time there's a 50% chance to cause the target to bleed, during which life value is lost every second. Valid for the boss and mini for 4 seconds. Okay, and then this one, continuously shoot a 60-degree fan shape area in front of you for 3 seconds, causing physical damage to the weapon attribute. Okay, so you can actually use a element on this one. This skill can be used with elemental arrows with the same target hit by at least 5 arrows. The target will be seriously injured, and the healing effect will be reduced by 50% for 5 seconds. So this is going to be great. And then last one, order the magic wolf to sprint 6 meters in the specific direction, causing a neutral physical damage to all enemies on the path and reducing their movement speed. So that's great. You need to ride a magic wolf to release. So you need to ride this one in order to release. Okay, so that's that for the Ranger. And then lastly, for the Guillotine Cross. Okay, improve the effect of the poison to increase the additional damage of the poison. When the target is poisoned by itself, it will take additional poison damage per second. When the target health is lower than 25%, the damage effect of the poison will no longer be automatically increased. So okay, that's great. And then this one, blink to the designated position and launch a slash to the surrounding enemies, causing damage to all enemies within the range, and the damage will be increased based on the lost health. Each time the cross slash successfully kills a target, it will restore its own health. So that's great. It can heal. And then this one, leave a ghost shadow at the current location and sprint it in the specific direction. After the sprint, the ghost will return to you, causing damage to all enemy on the path. Okay, and then at the same time, there is a chance to immobilize the enemies on the path, so you can actually immobilize the target, which is nice. And then this one, release the deadly poisoning state of oneself and turns into the poison applied on the one's weapon into a poisonous mist, which spreads to the ground within a radius of 3 minutes. 3 meters. The poisonous mist lasts for 5 seconds. The enemies within the range of the poisonous mist will take poison physical damage every second, and a layer of poisoning effect will be added for 6 seconds. So this is going to be great. It's a RF effect poison. And then this one, when entering the hidden state, you can better disguise yourself. You can take multiple damages without releasing the hidden. Okay, so you can actually attack without releasing yourself. Revealing yourself. And then at the same time, increases final damage reduction. Oh, that's great. And then this one, summons 8 sharp blades to protect yourself and enters the state of sharp blade body protection. During this period, this sharp blade have a chance to help you block the incoming physical damage, and energy generated by the block will charge one of the sharp blades within 6 seconds after the effect of the blade body protection ends. The first time you deal damage to the target will trigger the blade attack, and all the charged blade will fly to the target, causing physical damage to the what is this? The enemy, I guess. Alright, so that's it, guys. Hope you now have an idea on what is the different job supposed to be the third job, and some of their skill. Okay, so that's it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video and you learned something from this. If you do, please hit the like button, and if you want my future content, please do subscribe. Until then, see ya in the next one. Bye, guys.